UFC 5 on PS5 versus PS5 Pro. This is one of the titles which has that PS5 Pro enhanced badge slapped on it. And considering it's EA, I'm not surprised improvements here are almost non-existent. EA claims two things. One is they're now saying you get closer to 4K 60 FPS during gameplay. Keep in mind, the game was already 4K dynamic at 60 FPS on the regular console. The second very minor thing is 60 FPS knockout replays instead of 30 FPS, which I guess some will like that bump, but only during the knockouts. All the other intros, all the cutscenes, they're all still 30 FPS. What we all care about is gameplay. So here's side-by-side comparisons and overlays on the PS5 versus PS5 Pro during that gameplay. Can you tell the difference? I had a hard time noticing anything really. Both look the same. There's times where I think the Pro looks slightly sharper perhaps, but the difference has to be so minor, I'm not even sure. So the final verdict, it's really the same. The resolution is 4K dynamic, so in certain cases during certain movements, perhaps a PS5 Pro stays closer to that 4K. But again, I mean, I'm not gonna go out and say, oh, the PS5 Pro is way better here, or even a little bit better. It really looks the same. Now let's talk a bit about the frame rate, the performance. During intros, cutscenes, both consoles are 30 FPS. It's a solid lock 30 without any drops. And during gameplay, both consoles are 60 FPS. Again, solid lock without any drops. So that's about it. Another one of those games that the PS5 Pro enhanced badge gets slapped on just because the developers think it'll help sell a few more copies to fresh PS5 Pro owners. But really, I don't see the difference or need here. For the rest of the video, I'll leave you with some more gameplay, so check that out and let me know if you spot something that I missed.
He does exactly that. One of the most dominant fighters the UFC has ever seen.
Going into that Conor McGregor fight, UFC 229, October of 2018, had about 4 million Instagram followers.
Yes.
How about 15 million? You got some catching up.
I mean, the next day, he was up to 10. It was unbelievable.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Well, file this under a matchup.
Both guys still truly trying to find their range.
Oh, brilliant execution to land the roundhouse. Oh, do you believe that another head kick lands? Got to start raising that guard or this is going to be the end of the fight.
I mean,
Alex Pineda, ready to engage yet again here tonight. £5. Jon Jones, one of the greatest of all time. Steps inside the octagon, he's ready to fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the UFC Light Heavyweight Championship of the world.
Left-right combo is good. All right, no surprise to see Johnny Bones Jones open with some of those long-range weapons and finding some early success in this one.
that's exactly what he does. He throws the front kick to the leg, and he throws those lead kicks to the body. He's long, he's 6'4" for the weight class, and he has learned masterfully how to fight with his height and his range. All those long-range weapons are Jon Jones's calling cards. Lands a nice punch from his back. Yeah, he's trying to get to the Darce here. That Darce choke is tight.
Oh, somehow, some way he got out.
These guys are back and forth, but the submission defense wins this transition.
Just out of range with that left hook. 2 minutes now to go. Oh, now lands a kick to the body. Somehow his opponent opponent's chin held up.
His opponent's chin held up, but you do not want to be on the receive.
Ready.
All right, so here we go with Islam Makhachev and Khabib Nurmagomedov. Makhachev told us in our last fighter meeting that they could have charged a pay-per-view price for the sparring sessions between these two, and good on the UFC for getting this fight together.
I mean, you know it was a hard fight to put together because these guys are brothers, but they have skill sets that are so similar that you know this is going to be a chess match at the highest level. Both of these guys are tremendous wrestlers. Both have great cardio. Both have really, really high-level striking. Let's see who's going to be willing to take the first.
All right, close guard now.
He passes to half guard.
Back to his feet. We'll see what he does here. He postures up and lands to the head. Let's stand back up. Oh! Well, he lands another strike there, DC, and no surprise, the swelling only getting worse.
It's getting worse. You know, we talk.
How's his opponent still standing?
I have no idea. This fight is supposed to be over. And it might not be over now, but it's going to be over very soon. Oh, no! Yeah, bad cut. Look at the doctor, though. He's in there. He's trying to determine whether or not he's going to let the guy fight. I mean, this guy wants to fight. Let him fight now.
All right, so the referee and the doctor have decided that this fight is going to continue. That's a bad cut, champ.
Yeah, it's a mad dash. They've got to work quickly in order to give the fighter an opportunity to...
Ready.
Fifth and final round. All right, so high amplitude. Now we'll see what he can do with it to try to advance position on the ground.
You knew that he was going to attack the double.
In a world of trouble.
Beautiful level change. Make him think you're going low and you come right over the top with that beautiful overhand. Great punch. To close the door. Could not shut the lights off. And now, tasked with trying to find that side of the
Wow, huge head kick. Well, you got to think he might be trying to set up that overhand again. He's found a home for it all night long. Let's see if that holds true.
Oh, you heard him again, bro.
Just over 3 minutes now to go in the fight. All right, so we're starting to see some swelling now, GC. We'll see if he can make some adjustments defensively.
He's taking too many of these shots up top. I mean, you got to move his head that way. He's waiting, being reactive. You got to be active in your motions before your opponent sets up their attacks.
Fighter lands a takedown. Well done. Oh, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very